Hi, and welcome to this Hobbit House Diorama build. First of all, I want to say a huge thank you to everyone who subscribed after my first video. I'm honestly so grateful and blown away by all the positive feedback, and I hope to keep creating content you enjoy. Also, just a quick heads up, some of the early footage got corrupted. I filmed everything on my phone and it didn't quite behave, so the start might jump around a bit. Sorry about that. For the front of the Hobbit House, I designed it in Nomad Sculpt and then 3D printed it on my LRU Neptune printer. And for the base, I'm using some XPS installation foam along with polystyrene to block out the shape and build up the back of the hill. Here I'm just adding some polystyrene to raise the house off the ground, because Hobbit houses are built in the hills, not just plunked on top. And some of the footage is still missing here, but now I'm just putting everything together to get it ready for the next stage. I started marking out where I wanted a small garden and where I wanted to shape the foam, but this is almost where the corrupted footage is, and so it jumps around a bit here to everything already being carved out. But I also filled in some of the larger gaps and shaped the back of the hill. Now I'm sealing the whole thing with a mix of PVA, filler, black paint and a bit of water to help it spread. I also covered the 3D printed part here to help with the adhesion for the next layer. After that, I go in with a thicker coat. It's just PVA and filler with a bit of brown paint, just to cover the ground. It kind of looks like an icing on the cake. I added the 3D printed well here, which in hindsight, I probably should have left it till later because it made getting into that area behind it a bit of a nightmare. While the filler was still wet, I pressed in some small bits of bark to act as stones and added bricks for the steps, which you can't actually see me doing because I'm still figuring out how to film and build at the same time. That's the steps done, and here I'm just levelling out the ground to meet them, sealing everything with more filler, and I do the same for the path leading down to the well using some broken cork pieces. I found these lollipop sticks at an art shop and really liked the shape of the tops. I thought they'd make a great little fence, so I cut them down to size and tried first of all pushing them into the foam at first, but the polystyrene had some other ideas. So I ended up poking some holes in first to get them in properly. To make the garden fence a bit different, I pushed the sticks in a bit further so it looked a bit shorter. For the ground texture, I actually used some out-of-date mixed dried herbs. Yes, actual herbs from the kitchen. Might sound a bit weird, but they work really well for this kind of thing. You get a nice mix of textures, and once everything's painted and blended in, it gives a really natural, earthy look. And once that was down, I sealed everything with some watered down PVA to lock it all in place. I really wanted to make a custom tree for this, and I think I just massively overthought it, and in the end I wasn't happy with how it turned out. To build it, I twisted together some pipe cleaners, then separated a few out to form roots and branches. After that, I carefully melted them slightly with a butane torch to get a more organic shape, and then I covered the whole thing in hot glue and fixed it onto the model. wanted the roots to be more blended in with the ground, so I mixed those herbs in, PVA, and spread it around the base of the tree to help tie everything together. After I attached the tree, I was stuck and couldn't think of how to do the foliage. So I think I made a mistake here, and I used some cheap trees from Temu and just glued them onto the branches and cut them down a bit. But I don't think it looked right in the end. This is just before priming. I actually forgot to film the model once it was fully primed. But here I am starting to build up some texture. I'm using the makeup sponge, just stippling on some different shades of brown, get that earthy look. And I also painted the tree bark at this stage as well. I painted the fences a slightly lighter brown to help it stand out a bit from the rest of the scene. And this is another mistake. I accidentally used a thick grey primer instead of my normal grey paint. So it kind of just sat on top of the bricks instead of sticking in properly. There's not a bit of missing footage here, but this is after I painted the rocks, and now I'm just going in and highlighting the greys to bring out some of the detail. Then I go back to the fence for some lighter highlights, and to finish things off by adding a wash over the rocks to tie everything together. This is where I actually started to really enjoy the build, painting the front of the Hobbit House. I went in with an off-white for the stucco, a deep red for the brickwork, and of course, the front door had to be green. I painted the wooden beams and the bits under the windows off camera, and then brought everything together with a dark brush to add some depth. I'm just trying to bring the tree back to life here by painting leaves in different shades of green, just attempting to fix my earlier decisions. This is my first time using static grass, and yeah, I don't have a proper applicator, so I'm basically just sprinkling it on, hoping for the best, which is why a lot of this footage didn't really turn out usable. Still, the first attempt is not terrible, just not what I had in mind. Next, I start adding some clump foliage around the fences, along the steps, and a few larger bits under the windows to act as bushes or small hedges. Then I add a bit of colour variation, some pink and purple tufts, just to break up all the green and make it feel a bit more alive. I felt like the front of the fence needed a bit more going on, so I found this fine leg foliage and added it along the bottom just to soften up a bit. I also tried using some larger 6mm static grass on top of the hill, and again without an applicator it didn't really behave how I wanted it to. It's one of those things I'll definitely have to come back to once I got the right setup. And because I didn't have the applicator, I had to just sprinkle it on with my fingers. To finish everything off, I added a few different shades of green tufts around the tree and across the top of the diorama to help it all tie in together. And that's it done. I had a few final details off camera, like some smoke coming out the chimney, a little bench, a few mushrooms and a hidden frog tucked away in there somewhere. I'm honestly a bit 50-50 on this one. I really like the front of the house and I'm happy with the fences and the foliage around that area, but the tree and the top of the diorama didn't quite land it for me. I think I either need to spend some more time practicing different ways to build trees, or just accept that buying a decent pre-made one might be the way to go sometimes. And yeah, a static glass applicator is definitely on the list. I'd love to know what you think. Be honest. Does the tree work, or does it completely ruin it? And what's your favourite part of the build? If you enjoyed this video, or even if you didn't, feel free to like, comment and subscribe. It really helps out. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye!